Like, even if you're allowed to do something, it doesn't mean you should do it.
So yeah, even if I were to go into one of the stores that's lifting mask mandates, I'm personally going to be masked just so I don't make anyone else feel weird.
Come on, man. What are we talking about? Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Rebellious Voices. This is Hernandez. Hopefully everyone is doing great. And I don't know about you, but I'm sick and tired of all the propaganda all over town, on the TV, on the radio, and all over social media. Institutions that used to focus on critical thinking and searching for the truth have folded and betrayed us. They have decided to go along with the mainstream narrative, the mainstream agenda, without a single question. Very few people stand up against the new abnormal, and those who do are made an example of, canceled, or even fired. For instance, a New Jersey school nurse was suspended without pay and eventually fired because she raised a concern about the health and safety of children that were wearing masks in the school. Let's take a look at this. So in this article in the Western Journal, this brave nurse has treated numerous children who complained of headaches, stomach aches, and shortness of breath because they were forced to wear masks all day. The children wore dirty masks and hadn't changed them for weeks. She actually talks about a boy who came into her office with a dirty cloth mask, like a bandana, and she suggested that they replace the mask with a clean surgical mask. The boy was terrified and he said he was not allowed to take the mask off, and he had been wearing it for 2 straight weeks. This is unbelievable. The kid was sleeping and showering in this mask for 2 weeks, and the nurses were actually trying to take it off and they couldn't, so they had to cut it off and throw it away. That's terrible. I'd even question, what are these parents even thinking? There was also another boy that came to her office that had thrown up in his mask, and he explained that he wasn't sick, but that these masks were making him sick and giving him nausea, and he was vomiting. A little girl also that came crying to her office and said that she had thrown up in class, but she was forced to keep her soiled mask on, and when they took the mask off, the mask was full of vomit. This is ridiculous. The nurse has 13 years in the medical profession and 3 children of her own, but she is not allowed to question these absurd, stupid mandates. So the nurse alerted her supervisor about her concerns about the health and safety of children, how these masks were doing more bad than good, and her boss dismissed her concerns, saying her feedback was not appreciated. She was told, "We are going to be following the mandates put in place by the governor, the tyrant, and that includes wearing masks." The nurse stated that she did not feel comfortable with this situation and enforcing something that she could see that was causing damage or causing harm. Well, the school took disciplinary action after she started to protest and not wear a mask herself. She does mention that she was bombarded with messages of encouragement by other nurses, doctors, physicians, psychiatrists, commending her for taking a stand. But my question is, where are these doctors? Did they go public? Did they stand with her? Who knows? The great thing that I saw with this case is that many parents stood with her and protested and complained that they were making a bad call, and good for them, because if there's more voices involved, more people in opposition to stupidity, it can be stopped. And I have said it before, and I will continue to say exactly what this brave nurse said. She urged her fellow healthcare colleagues to keep fighting for the welfare of children who are being abused by these irrational restrictions because they can't stand up for themselves. Yes, not just healthcare workers or healthcare professionals should be standing up, but everyone needs to stand up for freedom. Stand up against this tyranny, against the new abnormal, all the stupidity and lack of common sense. We need more brave people like this nurse that took a stand, that was willing to lose it all in order to protect the children, in order to protect the people that are vulnerable in our society, unlike many that choose to remain in silence and be cowards
in these times.
That is so unfortunate. Where the hell are we? The adults, the ones who are supposed to be heroes for these kids, the ones that the kids actually look up to. We had the opportunity to play outside on the playground, go on the slide, go on the swings, play tag without any garbage on our face, without any worries. We were carefree. It was a great time in our lives. All we cared about was playing and eating, but now not even that. Kids have all this anxiety to take off the garbage off their face. That is a petri dish of bacteria. It's unbelievable. It's become a social norm.
Oh, I gotta be seen with this mask.
Where the hell are the parents? Where are the people that are so highly educated, that have failed to look at everything and read? You hear about something that's going to affect your family, that's going to affect you. It's best that you look into it and use your critical thinking to make a decision, not just believe the government on everything. Has the government been right? Have the so-called tailored and hand-picked experts been right? No, they've gone about with big tech to censor every dissenting voice. But all these hand-selected ones that are with a narrative, oh, they can speak. It's a one-sided coin. It's a one-sided narrative. What an unfortunate time to live in. But it's a necessary time for people to wake up, for people to start caring and taking their freedom serious. It's been a choice that you decided not to make. You've decided not to say no, and you fell into the agenda. But up next, I'll talk about a case that is quite different, where people actually took a stand and won against the new abnormal. So in a city here in Washington, the health department Gestapo partnered with local high schools and started a competition to see what school was able to get the most young adults to roll up their sleeves. And it was between 5 schools. And a lot of people stood up, which was great to see, and it was canceled. Man, they had all kinds of propaganda going, and even a garbage video that unfortunately they put the children up to.
I got the COVID vaccine so I could run safely with my teammates. I highly recommend it to each teenager to get the COVID vaccine so we can end this quarantine sooner.
I take classes every day and I want to be in a safe environment. That's why I got the shot. And I encourage the whole community to also get vaccinated. I got vaccinated so my family could see my grandma more safely. And I also miss stunting a lot, so that's another reason why I got vaccinated. I'm a study fans like games to cheer it, so I got vaccinated in order to stay safer. I think you should get vaccinated too. Get your shot. The state report is open, so get your shot. The state report is open, so get your shot.
That is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Ladies and gentlemen, there actually is hope. The Yakima health officials canceled school roll up the sleeve challenge. And that's actually a half truth, because it was canceled due to various concerns from several members of the Board of Health and community members. That's right, the community. Even Yakima County Commissioner McKinney was upset that the district started the program and mentioned that she was asking the Board of Health to stop the program and the marketing of the roll up the sleeve to students in the Yakima County. And this is what she had to say.
You know, I throughout this entire pandemic, I have not been more shocked than I was yesterday. And I wanted to convey a message, which is that our Department of Health, and with the support obviously of the governor and our local health district, is targeting children with videos encouraging them at 12 through 16 years old to go and get a vaccine. And they've created a competition between the schools. And I have said many times that I fought really hard to get the vaccine into our community. I am wholly supportive of everyone who wants to get it, who is an adult, who makes that decision. But we don't market cigarettes and we don't market alcohol to our children because it is an adult decision. And they are circumventing the parental relationship, and they're inserting themselves and using, I don't know about you, but I can't think of a greater place on the planet with a higher level of peer pressure than a middle school or high school campus. And now you are telling these children through videos that they need to get a vaccine to save their friends, save their grandparents. Yeah. I mean, we can't be sending this message. That is a personal conversation between a parent and a child and their physician.
That is damn right. And I'm completely glad that someone stood up, and many actually stood up and said, hell no. These are children you're marketing to. Come on now, get the hell out of here. And they threw that stupidity out the door. Who thought of this? This is tragic. And telling them all this crap, and yet the pandemic planning scenarios appear once again. And actually they have been updated. They were updated March 19, 2021 from their old September of last year date. And check this out, they even got tricky. Now they mention number of deaths per million, and look at that. Remember those 0.0000? Well, I already did the math for you guys, and here are the results. So from 0 to 17, it was 20 out of a million would would die if they became infected. So that means that there is a survival rate of 99.998% survival for all these kids. Then 18 to 49, it's 500 out of 1 million. So this is the math. It's a 0.0005 chance of dying, which is a 0.05%, leaving you with a survival rate of 99.95%. For 50 to 64 years of age, it is 6,000 out of 1 million, which gives you a 0.006 or a 0.6% fatality ratio. And it gives you a 99.4% of survival. Then 65 plus, 90,000 out of 1 million. And that's a 9% fatality ratio, which would give you a 91% survival rate. Has no one seen this? Has no one cared to look, investigate? Where is the critical thinking? If you believe the government, if you believe the CDC, what's going on? Why is all this fear being promoted when you have such a good chance of living? And you're giving up all this time to live for fear. When in fear, people will do anything. And I guess with all the propaganda and all the free stuff being given, free beer, donuts, food, people are willing to sell themselves short with a total disregard for what could happen in the future, with no promise of knowing that you will be okay, with no one to sue if something goes wrong, with no one to take care of the situation if things go haywire. You're on your own. I encourage people to watch a few videos on the High Wire with Del Bigtree, where he talks about some of these people, that things did not go very well for them, and see how they were treated. It's quite unfortunate that this is happening. All this promotion for an experiment, probably the biggest experiment ever done on humanity, and people are just eating it up.
Oh, I'll get a free donut.
Incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a great meme by Truth Warrior Gavin that says, never forget, even at the time of the cigarettes, who was promoting this crap? The same people pushing the narrative today. They wanted you to hear the propaganda out of the mouth of actors, musicians, athletes, doctors, scientists, and politicians. As the meme says, these people were used to convince the public that smoking cigarettes
was safe.
You just have to look and open your eyes. Be open-minded and read things for yourself so you can begin to see the truth and the lies. Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed the video and the content. And as always, study, read, and draw your own conclusion. Thank you. We'll see you next time. Take care.